Hi, welcome to the Friday Night Disaster Report from Tri-RRR Services, where we explore what's gone wrong this week and what might go wrong next week. We always have fun, and sometimes we get things done. Okay, we're going to make up another harmonic balancer installer for a different engine. This is an inner tie rod end that we turned down to a 7/16 fine thread. Made a bushing that draws your balancer onto the crankshaft on a modern 5.7 Chev, well, from the 70s anyway, on up. We're going to make another one with a 3/8 coarse thread on here to do the older style engines. And it's convenient because we got a nice nut on there that's 14 millimeter. So we're going to make one the same, only different size thread. We'll get her set up here in the forejaw. Or at least I think we will. We might have to put on the 3-jaw. See where we get to here. Oh yeah, that'll hold it. Now we're going to take a piece of emery cloth just as a thread protector on here. It's a wore out piece that we got from polishing up other shafts. And we'll put it on about there somewhere. Get her somewhat lined up, and we'll drop on our fancy but unfinished dial indicator. We've got to make the height adjuster for it, because we got to find center, or nearly center, every time with it. Put a little preload on and see where we're at. Yeah, about 60 thousandths, I guess. Could be worse. There, she's bouncing at less than a thou. Close enough, man. That might qualify for the 4-jaw challenge right there. Didn't time it, but went pretty slick. Now we gotta take this down to somewhere around 3/8. Let's see what we're starting at here. And we're at 1/2 inch. Shade over. So we'll part this off right around there, turn it, and then start threading it. We'll bring you back when we get something going on here. Okay, we're going to do a little threading here, 16 threads to the inch. See if our cutter's anywhere near being. Looks pretty good. Okay, so we're on 16 threads the inch, we're on feed, we're on screw at least, 240 RPM. Compound 0, we'll touch off. Here, we're making a mark. spring passes and we'll see what she says. She's picking up on the leading edge where she's reflecting. Now the easiest way to finish that up is we'll just throw a die knot on there. Okay, so we got her all tuned up. We'll take her over to the forejaw. That's what happens to your emery claw, but threads on there still good. So that thread's on there nicely. I'll have to clean her up a little bit there. She's got some chips on it. And our nut goes on there. There's our other one. I'll just go on there into the harmonic balancer on that shoulder, and we can just tighten her in. So we'll clean her all up so she's nice and shiny like that one. And for a few minutes work, we got ourselves another tool. We got our 47 Chev 5-window 2.5 ton Maple Leaf back in the shop for a little bit, putting front brakes back together on it, and we found one bad wheel bearing. Just gonna go over a little bit, see if we get her going, put her in some parades this summer maybe. And here's a brake line. How do you like them apples? Somebody has brazed it up. There's actually 2 or 3 lines in the truck that have that treatment done to it. I don't know if there's any of the rest of this line, so we're going to make a new line. Anything that's been brazed up, we're going to make a new one. We've got a coil here, 1/4 inch brake line. Probably have to get some more before we're done, so we'll do clips of that as we go. We're going to put the brakes together on this side of the old Chev. It's been a while since I took them apart, so we'll see if we remember how to put them back together. I'm going to put a new brake hose on there. That one's pretty ratty, so we don't have to worry about that. And we got the wheel cylinder here. We put new seals in it a while back. And these are how the adjusters work. Those caps go on the wheel cylinder. You reach through the holes here and turn them. These are your locks here. You turn against this and it threads that out to adjust your shoe. This spins as the nut. So we're going to put a little anti-seize on that. Just a little bit. Want it all gummy, we just want enough so that it doesn't seize up. That side. Alright. Piston's ready to go to work. Now, see that piston's dished there flat on that side. When I took them out, some of them were in this way. So there's no way for the adjuster, you can see it threads back through the cap, no way for it to adjust back in all the way. And the seals were actually dished out where they'd gone into the cavity. So we've got them going the right way now. somebody in the past was a little mistaken on how these go together, I guess. And the bleeder screw is actually a little screw you put in and out, not the traditional style that we have now. That cap was on there, and then that goes into the wheel cylinder. Keeps all the dirt and stuff out. And those will keep falling off until we get the brake shoes in place. It's just what they do. Leave that down there for now. Tightened up. Like that. Now we have a spider that goes on here over top of the 4 studs. And actually, let's see if we can get it together this way. If not, we'll do something different. Yeah, I think we'll put the shoes on the spider and then put the spider on. See how big of a fight we can have doing that. So we got these shoes. I forget the style of brake. It starts with a C, I don't know. Anyways, I suppose I could look it up. So, one shoe goes in like this. We're going to actually anti-seize that a little bit. Just because we can. Won't hurt anything. Make her all slide good. Okay, that goes inside there. That goes over like that. And we'll put some more anti-seize there, and then we'll put some more on the outside of these shoes. Like that. Because this shoe goes over top of that other shoe like that. And then we have a long pin. It goes through everything. We can get it lined up. Lining up 5 layers here. There we go. That's in. Then we've got these fancy looking little clips here. Go on there. And I believe should lock on there. somehow or other. That. And then we got these smaller pins, little anti-seize on them, and they actually go through the other end of the arm into the shoe right here, and that makes the bottom of everything float. Once again, you got to line her all up at the same time here, and she moves in a whole bunches of different directions. Of course, you have to drop the pin on the floor a couple of times or it don't work right. Yeah, I guess rubber hammer's enough to make her go into place. Take another clip, put on there, that's locked down into place. And we'll little bit of anti-seize on that one. Little gentle persuasion. And another clip. That one I think needs a little persuasion of its own. It seems to be not one to lock on too well. Okay. Now, this should go on to there, something like that. Wiggle, wiggle. Maybe a thump, thump. And we got lock washers. Go on there. Like that. Nuts like that. And we got a spring right there. So now, next magical trick. See if it'll all line up here, like that. And the spring goes across there. We'll have to grab our pliers. There's no rivet holes in these ones because they relined them with adhesive linings, so you just kind of have to dig into the brake shoe a little bit. And then try to get that spring to go in there. Like that. There we go. So that's her. You gotta tighten those up and that part will be done. We got our 47 Chev 5-window 2.5 ton Maple Leaf back in the shop for a little bit. Putting front brakes back together on it. And we found one bad wheel bearing. Just gonna go over a little bit. See if we get her going, put her in some parades this summer maybe. And here's a brake line. How do you like them apples? Somebody has brazed it up. There's actually 2 or 3 lines on the truck that have that treatment done to it. I don't know if there's any of the rest of this line. So we're going to make a new line. Anything that's been brazed up, we're going to make a new one. We've got a coil here, 1/4 inch brake line. Probably have to get some more before we're done. So we'll do clips of that as we go. Well, we found a bad bearing on the 47 Chev. You can see she's not doing too good there on some of them rollers. A little chewed up there. Most of them are a bit chewed up, but it's no big surprise considering when we look at the cup, you got a big nasty spot in it there. We can get it without reflection here. There you can see it. So we got one of them wired up. It's going to take a week or so to get here. So we'll probably put it back together with this in there just for now, and we can have to take it apart and swap it out when we get the new one.